Welcome here to Second Cup, only on WTXL.TV. I'm Kelly Bartoli.
And I am Max Saparis. Super excited because we're halfway through the work week. We're getting excited, but you know, a couple of us still trying to take in the last couple of days of summer, even though it's fall.
I know.
Trying to get in on maybe using up a little bit of those last vacation days. Labor Day just passed on by. Meteorologically speaking, yes.
Summer, fall, the seasons go by months, right?
Yeah, meteorologically speaking, we've been talking about fall since the beginning of September. That's just for the record books to know, you know, June, July, August is summer. Because sometimes fall switches dates when it comes to the equinox, so you don't have the same amount of summer sometime. And
I always feel like September is kind of like the iffy month.
It's a transition month for sure.
It kind of depends on the year sometimes.
You know, the Deep South, though, September still holds on to that summer-like feel all month long, and for good reason. We're still talking about low 90s today and sticky air sticking with us. But by this weekend, that's what it's going to feel fall-like, and that's when you might want to get out and enjoy. And Kelly, you got some maybe
my boots, my scarves,
some little
everything.
And you're talking about maybe even some little weekend trips,
getaways, right?
Which is perfect for fall as well. Specifically, what we're talking about.
Especially like outdoor trips. Sometimes in the summer, that's when you plan your vacation. But you get there and you're like, oh, it's hot.
It's hot.
You don't want to do anything. There's a ton of people around. So these are some of the best
for a little bit more
fall destinations.
Yes.
Savannah on the list.
Oh, of
you
course.
went not too long ago, right?
It's beautiful. This is over at Forsyth Square. Very, very nice.
I mean, who doesn't want to be there right now, right? Yeah. So there's the architecture, the comfort food, Southern hospitality, Paula Deen, music and film festivals go on in the fall as well. So kind of an interesting time for that.
Yeah, and
did you go in the fall or did you go in the summer?
I went in the summer, and you might be saying, oh, well, that's really muggy, it's really hot. Yeah, but since it's so forested there and you got in on all of those live oaks with the Spanish moss, there was enough shade to make it definitely bearable.
That makes sense.
Which was pleasant, which is definitely what you have around here as well. If you can go hiking or something during the summer, but it's shady completely, you know, it's a little bit more bearable.
Or just get up a little bit earlier.
A little earlier, exactly.
San Fran, tourists,
haven't been there in so long.
It's kind of the off season, right? So tourists aren't fully there, so you can kind of, you get the sites a little bit more to yourself. You can do the cable car, the Ghirardelli Square for chocolate, the Golden Gate Bridge. They got the crazy zigzag. Have you been to San Francisco?
I've been there once. It was back in elementary school. Honestly, I don't remember it all that great. And I really would love to go again because, again, my memories of it are so faint.
So many times vacations are wasted on children.
I know, stupid children. That's my rationale. If you have a baby right now, take my advice. And if you're thinking about going to Disney World, don't.
Just wait.
Wait till they can remember it.
Right.
Exactly.
And you can use it as you have to be good because we're going to Disney World.
Perfect, because babies they don't know how to be. They're good and bad and all in between because they're babies. They don't know. They don't care.
The Big Apple,
obviously.
New York City. When isn't a good time to go to New York? You get all 4 seasons, of course.
Maybe during a blizzard.
In New York. That
might be the worst.
Might not be too
best.
fun. I've only been to New York in the summer a couple of times. So I think I've always wanted to go in the fall and maybe transitioning into the winter just to see the Rockefeller tree and everything. But it might still be too cold because it's such a walking city.
It really is.
So this would be a good time though because you want to be outside and enjoying it. Central Park, think all the trees.
Yeah, maybe not this weekend.
Not this one. Maybe in a couple.
In a few weeks.
We'll let you get your airfare together.
Yeah.
Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
You know, I've heard a lot of people actually going out to Wyoming. Casper, Jackson Hole, and this is a beautiful time of year out there as well. Yeah,
temperatures stay around 60 degrees. There's a lot of festivals. There's hiking in National Park. The Granite Hot Springs are there. You get the trees changing colors.
You get the mountains too off in the distance. Beautiful for sure.
This is one of those like serene, like
not
vacation.
This one, though.
This one, there's a lot going on here. Up in Vancouver, the leaves and the temps aren't the only thing falling. Vancouver's hotel rates take a dive in the fall because in autumn, locals flock to the International Film Festival and Writers Fest. So you kind of get the chance to
get into more culture.
Exactly, it gets to be yours.
Nice movies too.
Chicago, you can go to Chicago anytime, right?
City.
A trip to Chicago can be done pretty cheaply, you know, in the fall because a lot more rooms are available. The Chicago Marathon held in October, so if you want to run, I don't. I'd rather just enjoy the city.
Just maybe a nice
taking
stroll.
all the food, taking all the sights.
Go to the Bean over at
Go to the
Millennium
Bean,
Park.
take your picture, and put it on Facebook, and everyone's like, oh, what's that thing we're looking at?
It's so curvy and nice. And here's the thing. I feel like a lot of places, Disney, their slowest month of the year is September as well. Makes sense to try to get in on some of those fall trips because it's a lot cheaper.
Exactly. Just take the kids out of school for a couple days, or just leave them at home. Vacation for everyone.
Such bad advice, Kelly.
See you tomorrow.
So.